Next is our discussion agenda, and we have the advanced reaccreditation. And Dr. Christina Melton is going to give that presentation.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Everyone, I have for you tonight an update of our AdvanceED reaccreditation work. Back in February, if you remember, Dr. Daryl Behringer from the State Committee came and did a presentation for us so that you would have an overview of what accreditation looks like now for the state of South Carolina and for those that are involved with SACS previously, which is now known as AdvanceED. So tonight I'm going to take you through a quick overview with a different clicker. Just for your general information, these are the 5 standards that we'll be working towards our review of, and you see those 5 listed for you there. Thank you. Every year we have an internal review where our schools and our system will look to see how we're working towards the 5 standards and the indicators that are aligned with those 5 standards. And then every 5 years we go through an external review where people come in from outside of School District 5 to let us know how we're doing towards accomplishing the standards in our work with the indicators. Each school in School District 5 will complete a self-assessment, and they will also participate in the process with us at the systems level to do a self-assessment. The process that we're using is to make sure that our schools are involved. Previously, people we divided into committees, so that if we were a faculty, 3 of you may be on Standard 1, 3 on Standard 2, et cetera, through the 5 standards. Instead, what we're doing this time is to make sure that all faculty members are included with all 5 standards, reviewing all the indicators to be sure that everyone is clear with the expectations of our work. And then at a systems level, we will be recruiting people in our community to come in and assist our faculty members and our staff members, and even some of you have been recruited for this as well as board members. We will host an external review, you see April the 19th through 22nd of 2015, so we are well in advance of getting prepared for this visit. The visit itself, during the few days that our review team members are here, the team is composed of both South Carolinians and also people from outside the state of South Carolina. So if we have a team of 8, 4 will be from South Carolina, and the other 4 could be from anywhere across the country to come into School District 5 to broaden our perspective of how we're doing towards the standards and the indicators. While the team is here, they'll be visiting our schools. Approximately half of our schools we visited, and during that time they'll be doing classroom observations. They won't be reviewing the work of our teachers, but instead the learning of our students. So they'll be looking at the learning environment. They'll also be conducting interviews, which is standard of this process. If you remember 5 years ago when a team came in, we interviewed stakeholders from the community, stakeholders from the school district, and also parents that are involved with our schools. And then finally, you see artifacts. And to avoid the jargon of that, that's basically a sample of what we're doing to prove that we're doing what we say we are. So for instance, you heard Mrs. Miller here at Chapin Middle School mention their work towards PBIS. They can certainly prove what Chapin Middle School is doing, but we as a system have to show what we are doing across School District 5, reaching all of our students. So we would show schedules and training and agenda items, things like that to show that our work is underway as a system. At the conclusion on April the 22nd, we will hear a preview of their findings. It will not be approved until it actually goes to the accreditation system, but instead we'll have a preview of what they have found during their time with us in School District 5. And if you notice, there'll be required actions. Regardless how high performing a school district is, every school district has required actions that they're required to do within the 5 years of the accreditation cycle. So that will simply help us improve to make us even better than we already are. And then you see here what I've alluded to already. The review team will take the report that they create to forward on to AdvanceED as a commission that will be reviewing their work and then working through the approval process. So far, what have we accomplished? We have been working hard already. So if you see February the 26th, we trained an administrator from every school, and our administrators had an opportunity to bring someone that would influence the work of this process within their faculty. So 2 people were trained per school on February the 26th. We've also set up a Google site within our Google platform that we use at School District 5. And within this site, we have all the presentations that we're asking our school leaders to lead, so that regardless which school you're in, all the presentations are the same. With the organization that we're working towards with the 5 standards, we want to make sure there is one point contact for each of the standards, and you see here the 5 standards listed along with the personnel that we've taken the leadership on that. So for instance, Standard 1, our Director of Elementary Education, Mr. Giuliano, is leading that work. Mr. Bounds is leading Standard 2. Mr. Dean and Dr. Cox, who is here tonight, they're leading Standard 3. Mr. Harris and Dr. Greer are leading Standard 4, Resources and Support System. And then finally, accountability under Mr. Bounds' direction, Missy Wall-Mitchell is working on Standard 5 of continuous improvement results. Here is our timeline thus far of what we've accomplished in District 5. And hopefully that is worthy of celebration because our schools have definitely been working hard in an already busy time of the school year. So if you take a skim towards what's been accomplished so far, I really want to celebrate the work of April. All of our schools have already completed their standard work assessments. That has been collected at the system level, and we've also done some review of our mission statements, and already our community groups are in effect looking at Standard 1 and also looking at Standard 3. Now here's what's to come. This is what we can expect over the 2014-2015 school year. And if you notice, I won't read through this entire list for you, but if you've noticed, we've tried to pace out the work so that our schools can work with us on the process and still continue the work that they do rather than being overwhelmed and having to do everything at once. So we hope the way we have spread it out will make the work quality so we can use it at the systems level to truly practice continuous improvement. So that's your brief overview for this evening. I'll field any questions that you may have. No quizzes will follow, I can assure you of that. And we will certainly keep you up to date as we progress through this system through the next year. Great. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Melton. It does look like y'all have accomplished a lot and very prepared, very organized timeline. Thank you very much for all that hard work. Next on our agenda is the discussion of the 2014-2015 general fund budget.